So here in this video, we'll try to understand how mining is more and more difficult with increasing the number of blocks, or in another way, how the network is ensuring that the difficulty factor is incorporated in the process of mining so that it will be more and more difficult to mine a new block in future, right? So here I have noted down 3 questions that we are going to be getting answered. So the first question is how the difficulty of hash can be established in relative terms. Like on C, you were given 2 hashes. Now you are asked to say which is more difficult to find. So how to say that is the thing that we are going to discuss as the first question. The second question is who sets this particular difficulty, and the third and the most important question is why mining becomes difficult and difficult and difficult going in the future, right? These are the 3 important questions that we are going to see now. Now, answering the first question, how to identify the difficulty of hash in relative terms by comparing with other hashes. And just to give you a brief background, hash we already know, which is the 64-digit alphanumeric string. And I have taken the example of 3 hashes where you can see the first has I'll take it right here. The first hash has 4 zeros, second is having 6 zeros, third is having 8 zeros. Again, this is all alphanumeric string. Maybe you can write. I'm not going to complete the entire 64 digit. Okay, that is up to your imagination. Right now, if I ask you to rate it on the difficulty levels, highest difficulty, lowest difficulty, how you will be telling or how you will grant your vote? Well, let me tell you, in terms of difficulty, this is most difficult. In terms of easiness, this is most easy to find by a miner. But sir, how you told? Well, let me give you a general fact which says that the more zeros, the more difficult it is. Okay, more zeros, more difficult, and hence to find the block hash which is 6 zeros, it takes more time than to find a block hash which is starting with 4 zeros or 6 zeros. I'm just explaining by taking this as a base. Okay, in relative terms, I'm telling the more zeros, the more difficult it for a miner to find that particular block hash. So this is a general concept on how to compare 2 different hashes. Now comes to the core topic, who will set this and how the difficulty factor is incorporated in the Bitcoin blockchain. Well, you can see in the left side of the screen I have 3 blocks, and on the right side I have a pool called hash target. I'll talk about this later. First, let me talk about the block structure. So assuming that, let's give the block number, or you can first see the structure. A block is currently having block number, previous hash, transaction data, which is nothing but Merkle root. Just to recollect our basics, I'm just telling you, nonce is a magical number, and hash is the current block hash. This is what the miners are trying to find. Well, maybe let's give the number. I will say this is 1001 block. You know, there are already 6.5 lakh or even 6 lakh odd number of blocks are already mined, but I'm not taking that and going with an assumption. Okay, this is the block numbers. Now assume that a miner is trying to find this particular block hash. Okay, assume that these 2 are not in picture. This is the block where miners are trying to find, and the number is 1001. Now what will happen is, so you can say this way, sir, I have previous block hash. Yes, this is something which I can find, 00 something. Yeah, this is already I have. Transaction data Merkle root is something which I have. It's only the nonce I try to guess so that I'll be able to find the hash. No, it's not that alone. There is something called target hash. What exactly is this? Then look at the right side of the screen where we have hash target concept. So assuming that this particular thing is the hash target pool. Okay, I would say this is the pool. Now what the network will say is that, okay, miner, so and so miner, you are trying to mine a 1001 block. I'll give you a target that whatever hash you are trying to find now, that should be below this limit. Okay, I would say target hash for 1001. Okay, This is what the network puts as a target to the miners. Okay, let us explain more on this target pool. Okay, so if a hash is falling at this particular range, then we can say that is least difficulty or low difficulty. This can be medium difficulty. This is highest difficulty. Say if a hash is falling at this particular level, that means it is a highest difficulty to find that particular hash. If a hash is falling somewhere here in the top region, that means it is least difficult. Okay, the level increases in this direction. Fine, sir. So how the process goes? Okay, since we are at 1001 block, there are already, or I would say 1000 blocks already mined, correct? Those block hashes will be placed, or those block has the target somewhere falling in this region, in this area, in this difficulty target. Okay, now when they are finding 1001 block, the network sets a target that your hash should be falling in this target area, this one. Okay, in this area, then your block is valid. That is what the network sets as a target. Now let's talk from the miner side. A miner will start mining a new block. Say for example there are 3 miners, assuming that there are 20, 40 or whatever. I'm just taking 3 miners. First miner is able to guess a nonce, maybe I'll take 1, and he is able to bring a hash which is falling here, means here. Okay, next miner number 2 is able to find some nonce, and thus he is able to deliver a hash which is falling here, arrow marks. The third miner, he is able to guess, and his hash is falling in this region, in this target level. His hash is matching. Okay, then whose block is valid? Obviously the third miner's block will be considered as target or confirmed block, because the other miner's hash is not even reaching the target. It is not satisfying that criteria, so this will be ignored, or this will be not considered. This will be considered. So this is how a block will be mined, by considering the target hash set by the network. Okay, now let us understand with one more iteration why to limit ourselves. So let's jump to block number 1002, but here I'll take a different color so that you will get a clear understanding. I'll go with this. Okay, right. So assume that this particular block number 1001 is mined, and we are at block number 1002. This time, since the previous block is already here, that network gives a target that whatever block you are going to find, that should be below this particular target. And you can now imagine the difficulty level is increasing, right? So earlier the target was here, now the target was here, which has become more difficult, right? So I'll highlight here. So the next block hash should be falling in this particular target hash area, right? Again, let's take 3 miners, miner 1, miner 2, miner 3. Miner 1 is able to solve it, but his hash is falling somewhere here. Miner 2's hash is falling somewhere here. Miner 3 hash is falling somewhere here. Now who is the winner? Obviously he is the winner. These two are losers, or they will not be paid anything. Their block will not be considered. Okay, right? So this is how the difficulty level is being set by the network. So we are very clear, but let us take one more iteration. Let me go with green, and assuming that now we are working on 1003 block. Since the previous block hash is already falling in this region, the network will set a target which is here. It is telling that okay, you are going to find a hash, but your target hash or your block hash should be falling in this region. And you can see the number of zeros. Let us add that to concept. Here the zeros will be maybe 5, here zeros will be 6, zeros will be 7 or 8 or whatever. Okay, ABCD something. So this way the network defined a target which is more difficult, that your hash should fall within this region, right? Again the same thing, 3 miners will be starting to create. The first miner has given a hash that is falling above, hence rejected. Second miner rejected. Third miner, okay, done. So his particular block will be accepted by the network as a valid block because his hash is satisfying that particular condition of target hash. Okay, so this is how the difficulty level will be keep on increased by the network, and hence as a result the miners take more and more time to find the particular block hash. Again, let me add, so currently it is 10 minutes for each block, and assuming that there are 18.3 or 18 point some odd million of bitcoins have already mined, and there are few blocks left. If you go with the current rate, you might end up getting your calculations done somewhere around 2120 or 2000 maybe 100. You can say that okay, every blocks will be mined. No, that's not the case. What we are missing here is the difficulty level is something that we are missing to incorporate into our calculations. Due to the factor of reduced target hash, the blocks last mining may go up to 2140 or even more after that, 2160, 180 or 2200, right? Assuming that the computational power is not increasing to that extent, right? If you say tomorrow you come up with a new technology, again these all concepts will go away, and despite the target hash getting more and more difficult like this, maybe you will end up finding the hash soon. That also might be possible, but the concept is concept in designing the white paper by Satoshi is this one: the difficulty target which is set by the network automatically for each and every subsequent blocks. Hope you got it. If there are any further questions, you can directly reach us and you know how to contact us. Now let me summarize this in the next 2 to 3 minutes or next 1 minute. So the summary is that it's not only the previous hash, it's not only the current transactions data, it's not only the hash, it is also the target hash that is used to find the current hash. Got it? So this way the mining becomes more and more difficult with increasing the block numbers. Okay, and tomorrow maybe it might seem to be a fun fact. As of now it is 10 minutes now. Tomorrow this can go up to 30 minutes, even 1 hour, even 2 hours. But assuming that there is no technology advancement, maybe, but tomorrow if something like quantum computing comes into picture and all, this may not be valid. Despite the target hash, miners will be able to solve in a very less time, and maybe as a result we can see all the blocks getting mined in maybe 2090 or whatever, right? So this is how the difficulty level is set by the network by itself automatically to ensure the network's secureness or robustness. Okay, hope you got it. If you have any doubts, do reach us and we'll help you in getting clarified all this technology stuff. Again, let me give you a disclaimer. This is bit more technical to imagine and understand. If you have imagined and understood it well, it's very good. If you don't understand, just watch it once more, and it's not really required that we need to understand in depth like this. So signing off, Prem Kasi here.